Yo, guys, what's good, guys? Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Welcome to For Yan's only episode. I don't even know what episode we're in, but like, you figure it out when you read the description, I think. We're here with a special guest today. My guy, fun fact, I've known this guy for like, how many years? Probably like over 10 years.
Yeah.
Went to high school together. He's been to Toronto a few times. When I was in Toronto, he doesn't want to come to Van. The clubhouse goat, the founder of Black Limitless, yo, Migo, what you telling me? What's good, G?
What's good? What's good, my brother? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Migo Don, aka Federico Fettuccini, aka YBK, aka Chef Migo on the beach. You all around me. We are for y'all's only. We coming with the vibes, and you know we back to talk about the things the people simply don't want to talk about. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh boy, you're giving us serious clubhouse vibe, man.
You know,
let's get it, man. Let's get it. I wanna give y'all a little, you know what I mean, limitless experience. You know what I mean, my treat to the world. Thank the Dark Knight.
Yes, sir. And we have the regulars, the troublemakers.
Not the regulars.
We're not regular. That's because we
Please,
don't get intro.
we're special.
Let's do our own intro now.
Okay.
Let me do your intros. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's baby girl Lammy. That's all.
Baby girl Lamb.
Baby girl Lamb's in the building, you know the vibes, gang. Here to put them in their place and show them where they need to be on the ground.
Jesus. Jesus.
Shout out equality. Yeah, my name is regular on the pod, man. Repented, troublemaker. Just here to give my little 1-2, just to here to make sure that Lami doesn't get too wild in this episode. You know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a wonderful black king. Thank you.
And also, by the way, you probably know by now, but yeah, Didi is not on this episode. I'm sure you guys miss her, but we catch her on the next one.
She shall be back.
We miss you, Didi.
She's busy. What she's busy making money. She's making money. Leave her.
She just spoke to her.
It's funny you say that because like I saw Didi at church today and she was yarning me that she's going to a hotel after, and you just told me that she's making money. So if you add 2 and 2 together,
I'm not. Let's not insinuate anything. No.
That's a bit fishy.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, guys, man. Migo. So typically, we start with like, how has everyone's week been? So as the guest, you have the floor, bro. How's your week been? What's the vibe been like? What have you been up to? What's going on, guy?
What's good, man? How's the week been, bro? It's been really good, bro. I just started reading my first book. Ever. I'm feeling like a scholar, you know what I mean? Feeling like a philosopher and them things. Me go philosophy. Cheers. The book is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's crazy, and do you know what I mean? It's been really, helping me learn a little bit more about people, I've been going out to the gym more, so that's been, the sign's been showing, and the thanks, the approval.
Tell them,
been,
let them know.
Nice, you know what I mean? It's been cool. Let me see, physically, mentally, and then been going to church, like always, just
praise
like,
the Lord.
My guy Manny P, repentant troublemaker, something. So like, it's been a pretty good week, bro.
That's nice, man. That's
Nice,
Yo,
nice,
speaking
nice.
on this gym thing, Manny P, are you still on your gym journey or that's on hold?
Oh, I'm getting. You have an agenda, I swear to God. But,
It's a question, bro.
but I won't lie, I've been slacking since I got back from Nige. It's been hard getting back into that whole gym flow. But like starting from tomorrow, like I'm trying to hit the weights, man. Hopefully, maybe even tonight, like if I'm not too tired. So anticipate. You're gonna see that on my private story. I might send you a little 1-2 treadmill. But
Yeah, man. You.
some people here don't like seeing my treadmill snaps, but like they don't want to see a black man fit, up and going. But, I gotta do it. Drop little treadmill snaps with the head top. But yeah, I mean, no need to.
Man, that's cap. Your private story is full of food.
The recent one today, I was chefing in the kitchen now. I cooked for the farm and all that.
No, Manipi they cook, man.
Chef
Manipi they cook.
Chef L.
Yeah, bro, plantain, egg sauce, and like tonight, actually, I have to choose either gym or food, but tonight I was trying to whip up for the week, but we'll see.
So, Manny, is it fair to say that no woman can do shakara for you when it comes to food?
Can you rest? What's wrong with you? Do you not rest?
Lami, how was your week? Thank you. Oh yeah, you have
Oh my god, god damn, my week was great. It was very busy working for the white man. Unlike Emmanuel, I went to the gym. Okay.
Wait, what? This is the first time.
No, I did. I did. Okay, first time in like 5 months, but it's about consistency. So I went, and it was really good, nice and fun. Yeah, my week was good.
It's about consistency.
And I went to my friend's bridal shower.
How was the bridal shower?
Ooh.
It was nice. It was actually pretty good. She's Gambian, so it was weird. It was different. It was weird to be like the only, like to be a minority among black people. I was like, huh, yeah. It's a different vibe. Okay. And they gave me a bunch of food and a bunch of music, and they played that song like, oh, Shoma, check it out.
Now you know how other people feel around Nigerians.
Yeah, I felt like a white person. I was like, I didn't understand any of the song, the music. Everyone was wearing hijab. I came there like V-neck, look like very revealing stuff. I felt so exposed.
We're trying to say
no, it's just how I dress to those things. But,
you're planning your own baby shower for next year. Was that?
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I rebuke it. But yeah, it was super fun, and yeah, that's my week.
Okay. Me personally, my week was calm. Just the regular work. What else? What? Yeah, I decided to get Caribbean food. Then I got bubble tea. So I don't know. I just decided to get bubble tea yesterday.
This nigga is really
not you being a white woman. Okay.
Really in Vancouver.
Bro, bubble tea, guys. If you ever want to get bubble tea, please get the pina colada bubble tea, like the pineapple coconut one. Yo, it's so good. It's so good. But I can't.
Yeah, you know what? She actually really late to the game because I feel like everyone has been on this.
I guess I'm late, man. But Manipi has never had bubble tea.
My guy thinks he's putting us on. Bro, relax. Yo, I don't like the taste of all those tapioca or whatever, those bubbles on there. I don't like that shit. Taste in my mouth.
Then just get it without bubbles.
Why, Manipi?
Pause.
No, yo. The same reason you like is the same reason I don't like it.
Guy, pause, bro. Pause, bro. What? And just to clarify, I get mine without the pearls and the balls. Thank you very much. I get mine as a regular drink. You see? So mine is actually proper. Yeah, guys.
Bro, when I was in Toronto, I didn't like that thing drink like that, sure.
Wait, what did you get? Which one did you get?
Trust me, I can't remember. But I just tried it one time. I don't even know what I thought it was. I didn't know if I thought it was like a milkshake or I don't know what I thought it was. And I just tried it and I was just like, oh my God. And I just never touched it again.
What flavor did you get?
I think, I don't know. I think it was green.
You got
I don't know. I think
matcha?
all I can remember is green. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was over 2 years ago.
That's a you problem. You got the wrong thing.
So
bubble
everybody loves
exclusive.
Everybody loves
it's
bubble
so popular. Everyone loves bubble tea.
Migo, I'm with you here, man. I don't like it.
I
Okay,
think the issue here is a bit of toxic masculinity if you think about it. Guys have an issue. A lot of guys have more of an issue with the balls, the pearls inside than the
okay,
Yo, Chooks, you all those
nothing
balls.
wrong with balls in your mouth.
Oh,
Yeah?
pause.
There's what? Pause. What do you say?
Pause.
You know what I
Wait,
said?
what?
Lammy's been
Lammy's
practicing,
wilding.
man.
Larry,
I
you're
don't
moving
practice,
bad,
I'm
bro.
I'm just letting you know it's okay to try new things. And if that includes
Balls,
one, two
yeah.
That
balls in
sounds
your
like
mouth,
toxic femininity. That sounds like toxic femininity.
it sounds like you're not understanding what I'm saying. I said
Right?
it's good. It's good. Trust me.
Okay, no problem, Lammy. No offense you. I'm not on that movement with you, guys. I'm not on that movement. No, guys. What we saying about this cancelled Dirty December? That this thing. Lammy, what were your plans?
I'm tired of God. I was not part of Dirty December, to be honest. So nothing was cancelled for me. My December is still going on. I feel bad.
So
for
what were
you
your
guys.
plans for December?
Oh, I was going to hang out with my family. My friends are still here, so dinner, like family dinner, whatever. Go out to Winter Wonderland. Basic shit. I wasn't going to go out to any parties. Because, I mean,
Lammy, you don't
I'm in
party?
Canada.
You don't go to parties?
Where is
Okay,
she?
don't try and
Hold on.
catch me in anything. Don't try and catch me in anything. That's not what I said.
No, I'm asking you a
said
question.
I'm
I'm just
looking-
curious.
Okay, I'm not going to any parties this December because there's no parties to go to.
Yo, that's a lie, man. Lammy had a function every weekend.
Is she in Is
Emmanuel!
Lammy in Lagos?
No,
Is
she's
Lammy
in
in
Toronto.
Lagos?
She's in Toronto.
I'm in
She's Ghana,
Toronto.
but she's at something every
Oh.
weekend.
That's a cat. That's cat. That's cat. That's cat.
Like, even if you should play this. Fam, you were at something yesterday.
That was someone's bridal shower. That's not a party.
Yo, I can even back it. You were at the bridal shower yesterday. Last weekend,
Yeah.
you were at your friend's Tammy at her birthday stuff. Is that
Ooh, names.
Oh, wait.
Is that like-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, I
but
have you on I'm on your private story. I try to watch
I
it.
know when she has private story. I know, but
Hold on, accountable,
bridal
bro.
shower is not a party.
Hold
Bridal
on,
shower is not a party. Shut up. Bridal shower is not a party. It's just vibes. It's not like club behavior.
Mhm.
Before the weekend before, I wasn't anywhere. I was home. Being respectful.
Respect to your
How far you,
relationship,
Nigo?
eh?
What's this thing? What's the plan for
What's what?
December, bro?
Plan for December. So I mean, I went to Nigeria like in June. So like June to July. So I already had my time there. You know what I mean? Shout out A-Town. Shout out Buja. You know what I mean? Home of the vibes. Shout out
Yes,
Apple
sir.
Bliss.
Yes, sir.
So like yeah. So
Yo, how was
that
it,
was
DJ,
fun,
man?
bro.
It was lit, I mean.
Bro, like it was like, and I think one thing, because that was the first time I was back. Before that was like 3 years ago, and I feel like honestly, just the difference, right, with like being in like living in America, it's like you have to live this like upstanding citizen life. Do you know what I mean? Anything you do is documented respectfully.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Respectfully, it's on the dime.
Yeah.
So, but when you now go to Nigeria, it's just like almost like you just let your hair down. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can, you know what I mean? You can really be you. You can do you. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It can be
You
mad.
understand? You know what I mean? You know what I
That's
mean?
To express
so,
yourself,
like,
however.
You
whenever.
understand? So, me and my guys, it was actually better, seeing my guys, from the same, from Pala, shout out the gang. So, seeing them was cool and all. So me, I already had my fun. And then, but for this December though, it's my bro Eranaya's birthday. He's a painter, fantastic. You need to check him out.
Shout out your guys.
He's a painter and a rapper. Both mad. He's having this party in New York, and I just booked my trip today for it. So you know what I mean. That's the plan for December. Also I got my guy Tiz. My guy Mr. Tiz. He was also in Pala with us. That's my brother. He's in LA. I was supposed to go over there, but he was like that he might just come to Atlanta. So I'm like, shit, it's a movie, you know what I mean? So we're gonna make more music, get back on that. So that's kind of like the plan for December. We vibe into the end.
So new jams coming up for you? You're
Yeah,
dropping soon?
skis. You know what I mean. I do. I just want to say this right. My people, to my fans. I humbly apologize. You know what I mean. I didn't mean to leave you out for that long. I had to
We've
get
been
some stuff
slacking, bro.
together. You know what I mean. I had
Slacking.
to, complete my masters, get a job. I'm moving to a new place. A lot of things are
Choo.
moving at one time. So now that we're getting things situated, um, I've been, but I haven't forgotten y'all. I've been growing. I've been listening. I've been learning, and the stuff that I'm gonna drop when I do, like the bars are incredibly different. The words are incredibly different. It's
Anticipate.
gonna slap incredibly different. So I
Anticipate.
apologize, but I promise I got the perfect thank you gift. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Choo.
Yo, so Migo, you said you live in ATL, yeah?
Yeah, Sirskis.
So that
A
means you
Town
can't
again.
even you can't even be raw dogging.
Me.
Whoa.
Listen, I mean,
Wally. Let's get to it.
listen. I mean, first of all, for me, I tell everybody, I tell my niggas, please wear a condom. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Safe sex, the
Thank
best
you.
sex, please. You know what I mean? Get yourself a condom each and every time. I know those Toronto guys, they don't like condoms. I don't know what's wrong with them, but you know what I mean? That's a whole different story, right? But I tell niggas, wrap it up. And for me, I'm also very selective myself. So like I don't really
Yeah,
do it with a lot of people. I do it like one person like at a time. Like
yeah.
so I don't even be playing like that, like respectfully.
You
Good
heard it
question though,
first. Wear
man.
your condoms. Wear your
I,
condoms.
please, please.
Respectfully, please.
Respectfully.
18 months of child support is no joke. like,
It's a
it's
lot of
no
risk.
joke.
That's the least of your worries. You want to
If
get
you're confused, hit the pharmacy and get a plan B. You understand?
But if I know you had a question,
Oh yeah, yo. Before, actually, yeah, I'll drop it now. Based on that, like obviously you do like clubhouse and all of that. You and Chooks, and like I know like there's a time that Chooks put the 4 yams only on his bio, and like he was getting like mad DMs and stuff from listeners telling him to like change the topic. That Chooks, come on, we can't be talking about this and that. And like I know that you guys have the wildest clubhouse rooms. Like yo, I wonder how your like how are your DMs, bro?
Bro, that is that is a loaded question. The DMs are but there are a lot of things, bro. Like the thing is with Clubhouse, right? Like especially for the rooms that I do. So my club is called Black Limitless. Shout out the gang. We just hit over 5,000 members.
yes, sir.
So for us, so for the thing is, and how we were able to grow that, right? It's like for me, I always say like I don't care like what you're saying, like just be real, be you. However you feel, be like do that, but just keep it respectful. So you ain't gotta insult nobody. You ain't gotta call them a bitch. You ain't gotta like. You know what I mean? Say, oh, you fat or you ugly. Like, that doesn't matter. Talk about what they're talking about, right? But the thing is, because I'm letting people talk as much, like, about what they want, right? It's like a lot of people get this thing where they're like, oh, did you just hear what they said? Like, I can't believe you let them say that, right? It's like, oh, how can you let them say that? And it's like, well, I can also let you say what you said is wrong because of X, Y, and Z, right? That's how you have a conversation. Because people sometimes they don't like the truth. The truth isn't always nice. It isn't always pleasant. Sometimes it's really, really nasty. And just because you haven't heard it, it does not mean that your neighbor is not thinking about it. So that's just the same thing. So sometimes people hear stuff they've never heard before because they just, live in like echo chambers. They'd be like, like how dare you let this person say this and that? Like I've had people cuss me. I had people cuss my family. I had people cuss my generations. Like Trooks was there when that happened. Like I've had all types of insults, bro. I've been labeled all types of things, but but that's why it's most important, right? It's most important that you have to know yourself. Like if you don't know yourself, people are gonna tell you who you are, right? And if you're not strong enough, if you don't understand things enough, like you're gonna fall victim to that. Am I really like that? Do I really think like that? So for me, like to me, I take praises and insults the same thing. They're just words, right? So they never hurt me. So I just keep it pushing, and and that's how I'm also able to be fair and let people speak on both sides. Because sometimes people saying shit I don't agree with, right? They saying things I'm like, yo, like what the hell? But at the same time, it's just like, well, that's their truth and they sticking with it. Either say you don't like it or just keep it pushing. So that's kind of like why the DMs be crazy, bro. It be filled with a lot of things. It also it also gets filled with praises as well. People like, bro, I can't believe that you can be that you can moderate with all these people, that you can what I mean, keep it on the wraps. Like, bro, at first the title was crazy, but like the end of the conversation was like incredible. Do you know what I mean? So we get like different, we get like all of them.
I see. Yo, running the clubhouse room seems like a part-time job, to be honest.
Well, it gets hectic. Trust it gets hectic.
I remember when I used to be on it, just even listening. I could be listening to listening in for like an hour or two. Like literally, I'll forget myself. Talk less of like you guys that actually like the mods, like bro, like having to moderate that, having like just literally like checking the flow of the convos and making sure no one's moving mad, bro. That's a lot,
bro. It is absolutely like it's so underrated because like not everybody can be a moderator, but like everyone is allowed to be a moderator. Do you understand? So like that's why a lot of times people are like, yo, I was just in this like room and they were saying X, Y, and Z and the moderator was doing blah 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 blah, because some moderators are just there to bullshit. Do you know what I mean? They're not there for a fruitful conversation. They're not there to have dialogue. They just want to spread hate sometimes. Do you know what I mean? They just want to talk shit.
They have their agenda,
You understand? Everybody got their own agenda. And this is what I always tell people. Instead of going to another room to complain, just leave quietly. Like, don't be in the room. Because when you leave, right, and you stop giving those people attention, that's the only medicine for an attention whore. When you stop giving them that attention, they're going to change their tone.
Attention whore.
Do you know what I mean? They're going to change their tone. They have to change their speech because nobody's listening to that shit. People don't care as long as they get numbers, as long as they get clout. So they'll say anything. Anything. So, like, and people will also say anything just not to lose. So when you have an argument with people, right, and y'all going back and forth, and sometimes, insults are thrown, and everybody want to prove they're the bigger and badder, and they can say the nastiest shit, and the nastiest shit just gets said, bro. And then it falls on the moderator to stop that shit, cut it out, or, like, do whatever. Like, it's crazy.
Bro, you guys are giving me, like, class prefect vibes, for real.
I mean, I was, but I mean, that's not like
It's true, sir. Lami, please. Were you a class prefect? Because Lami calls very. Many people. Were you a class prefect?
Yeah, I was like a 2 or 3 time class prefect.
Guy, they voted you the second time. How did you win this?
2 or 3.
I'm responsible.
Were you ever assistant or you were
prefect, and then I was like a school prefect too.
Wait, what position?
It was like a lame ass position. They gave me arts prefect because I was like in arts class. So I was literally.
Could you draw?
I'm more arts now. Like I was arts. I used to get like either like second or first position. So basically, it was just like literally like because the guy that me and him used to go back and forth, he was, I believe it was compound prefect or house prefect. So they had to give me something. And like people were saying maybe they'll give me assistant head boy, but then obviously I don't know what happened with that. So I couldn't get assistant head boy. So they gave me arts prefect. I was like, okay, fine.
I see. So yeah, like even going, Lami, what position?
Oh shit! I was actually talking. I think I was on mute. Yes, I was house prefect in my house.
You were house prefect.
Yeah, house prefect.
They trusted you with a building.
Yes, they trusted me. Yes, me. Yes,
Oh,
I'm very likable. The people like me. I got stuff done. Okay, I tell teachers what needs to be done, and they get it done.
Wow.
Wait, so guys, how was what were like the highest points in secondary school? So basically, luckily we have like Lami here who can give us from like a day student's perspective. Because now I want to talk about like secondary school. Obviously, I don't know, guys have been hearing news about the whole bullying thing, or the sad news about like the whole bullying thing. So we're going to like come from like 2 perspectives. We're going to come from like Lami's day student perspective and the real secondary school perspective, which is the
okay. These students are students too. Okay, relax.
Alright. So Lami, what was like what was like bullying for you guys in day school?
It's the same as bullying in regular school, boarding school. Why are you trying to make it seem like it's two different
Could they ever wake you up at night with a slap? Could they ever wake you up at night with a slap?
Okay, no. But I would say bullying was bad. Okay, it was really bad, and they would call you names, and then the worst thing about bullying is that they would have talked about it like in boarding school. They have already come up with a plan. You weren't part of the plan. They have told all the gist, and you hear all the bad gist about you later on, and it felt really bad. So yes, bullying was. I don't know how to explain it. It was just.
Do you know what it's like to sleep with the person that was calling you names?
No. I have a brother. It might be the same thing. No.
Yeah, that's just like that's what makes it like, and that's what the crazier parts, bro. It's like you can fight or argue with people during the day, and then like that night, do you know what I mean?
You have to see them.
Like, you
have to see them, bro.
You guys are living together, you know.
I think you guys' boarding school is a bit more intense. Like Nigerian boarding school is it's a bit too harsh. Like it's not the regular one. It's a bit too harsh. Like the person I went to, there was not a lot of all this, pushing people out the window kind of behavior. But
it's like a mirror of society, man. It's a mirror of like
okay.
Man, what would you like say was like what was like bullying like for you in secondary school? Like what used to happen like to people you see,
to people,
like juniors and seniors, like the dynamic.
Let me start with like my first ever experience. Like I was in first year. So not first year, I guess it's called GS1. That's like grade 7. So like bro, like I was just like short, like skinny, like like I just literally first time ever being away from home. I was like 10 years old. And then this big ass guy SS3, the guy was fat and the guy was big and huge. Like he was I know his name but I don't want to say it because I'm still afraid of that guy. But yeah, so like the guy called me. I can't remember what was even happening, but I think him and sometimes SS3s would just be bored and like they would just want to just play with juniors, like just ruin their days, Yeah. So the guy just called me to like his room, and then the guy was like, "Bro, if care's not taken, like he's gonna sit on me." Bro, like he's like he's gonna sit on me, like and bro, bro, the big ass guy, and I was like, what the fuck? And like, bro, I was terrified. And then the guy was another random time. The guy was just threatening me that I'm more like, yo, like if I try anything, like I'm gonna sit down in his bed, and I was like, bro, like I couldn't even imagine like sleep because first of all, we had different rooms, and like. If you're even in a room with SS3s, you already know that they'll just use you to just catch crews, man. Everything getting in their mind, they'll practice it there,
bro.
So even the thought of even just sleeping under his bed, man, I started crying, man. Then the guy told me that he's just joking. But that was my first ever introduction to secondary school. Another one was like I was playing table tennis with my guys. Then the SS2s came and like they took our like pad and like the celluloid and stuff. And then me, I was like in GS1, I was fresh off from home. I was not like, okay, you know what, I'm going to get a report to SS3s. Trying to get a report to Head Boy. Head Boy that came and even joined them and started playing. Head Boy came and was playing too. And me, I was just there like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? They were just laughing and just playing their shit.
Bro, I remember like my first week in secondary school. I was working with like friends I'd made like at orientation. But mind you, heads up, I had like a cousin who always told me, you know what? Nah, I won't tell you what the cousin told me. So we're now because it will ruin the story. It will ruin the story. So that the story will make sense. So we're walking like it's like 4 of us. Then we see like 3 seniors. These are SS3 guys. They had nicknames like I'm not going to say before guys will know who I'm talking about. But so the 3 of them were now in front. These guys are massive. Like at that time they were massive, bro. I don't know if they are still massive, but you understand the optics were blurred then. Right. Like these guys are like crazy big. Then me, I know by default because my cousin told me what's up. Like, yo, when those guys are approaching, you find your way. So this guy, one of my guys, he's not like, he just came in like a day before because he came late for orientation. So he sees these 3 seniors approaching, then he tries to go through their middle. Like he genuinely tries to go through their middle.
Was the guy trying to die?
Bro. So 2 of these SS3s now grab this guy beside, because this is a pathway. So to the left are bushes with like normal plants that you can injure yourself, but not too bad. To the right are bushes with chuku plants. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Them cactus. Cactus. So these guys pick him up together simultaneously. Throw this guy into the pot that has the chuku plant.
Was this CKC?
Bro, this was a CKC, bro. Next thing I hear is, yeah! Because this guy is... Bro, but basically my cousin gave me the heads up that, when seniors are coming, you don't go through them. You go through their sides, or you find your way, jump in the bush, whatever. Just disappear. Bro, that shit was in the moment. It wasn't funny. Like, it wasn't funny for a guy.
Right. It's never funny in the moment.
It's never funny in the moment. Never funny.
I mean, falling into chuku severe pain.
Bro, Bigo, what about you? Do you have any funny stories about like secondary school, man?
Bro, secondary school, like, bro, you already
like
know,
things you've seen happen. Things you've seen happen. You don't have to call it any names. They're just things you've seen happen.
Okay, I know names, just experiences.
Yeah, just
bro,
experiences.
Like, one thing I can talk. I'll talk my mind, bro. One thing is about the bullying, right? Because I've talked to a lot of people that they didn't do boarding school. They don't know anything about it, right? And they're like, especially a lot of people in America, they just can't fathom like somebody giving them instructions or telling them what to do.
Yeah.
So I'll talk about the bullying, right? So every Saturday, in school now, they'll like be like everybody cleans like the dorm. You clean your room, you lay your bed, you do everything.
Yeah.
And so this senior was like, I was in JS1, mind you. This guy was JS2. And then this guy was like, basically saying that, we should clean or whatever. And then the only thing I can remember was like the guy started like shouting at me, and then he now like pushed me. So he pushed me, and like I hit my head at the bottom of the bunk because I fell, like I hit my head at the bottom of the bunk. And bro, I just got up and slapped him.
Hey,
wait. What year was the guy?
I was JS1, bro. This was like
and
first
was
term
what?
or like second term. He was JS2.
Hey,
he was JS2. I was JS1. I just got up, and he had like one mole on his neck. I got up and I slapped him, and it was like reflex.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't even like. I just like got up from like on the floor and I slapped him, and then he just held his neck. He just held his neck. And then he went to the bathroom. The guy was gonna cry. And I was like, and then like, and me, I didn't know what was happening. And then before I know it, like all the seniors just like, are you mad? Are you mad? You just slap your senior? Are you crazy? Baba, kneel down. Do you know what I mean? They were all just like, there was like 5-6 guys just shouting. As me, I'm kneeling down. They're slapping my head. They're slapping me. And then they're like, come outside. And like I'm kneeling down. And they're like, are you mad? How can you slap your senior? Da. Do you know what I mean? Just, telling me off or whatever. And and I apologized to the guy, but that basically like introduced me to like the idea that like this is not some like you know what I mean, I can fight him or I can do like this. That was me shit, man. You're not worried about just him. Like there's also like his people, like his friends, like his group. It's just like if a junior tried one of your guys and you are just looking, like so it's So that's a fun experience that welcome me to like boarding school, what it's like.
But that is like once it welcomes you, it's like what's up. Like immediately, like I was just with my guy this weekend. He was not telling me because we're talking about this whole like the whole bullying stories. The guy was telling me how he reached a point in like secondary school. He started avoiding the hostel. So once they ring the bell to head from class block to the hostel. His mood just changes. His mood just to change. The guy just starts vexing. Because he knows, the guy was telling me, once he enters now, somebody's throwing shirt at him. Another person's throwing shirt. Oh, I wash. Iron by this night.
You know there are a lot of things that like happens in night secondary schools. Don't even like see them as bullying. Like all these they'll give you clothes to wash, things to iron,
Right.
or like water to go
Bro.
and fetch, or like they'll give you 50 naira. The thing that you're to go and buy at cafeteria is worth 200 naira, bro. Although they'll never give you any money, just go and break.
Yes,
My-
that's what they did for
Bro.
us. Just go and
Bro,
buy
that's
it.
what they did for us. I remember,
Yeah.
guy, there was this one time, they gave my friend 100 naira. They told him to buy 2 packets of Nutri-C, one, I think Chivita or something, and he should bring back 200 naira change.
I swear, bro. Like, I feel like people were so. I feel like what it is that people were bored, man, and like they just saw like younger G's there to just experiment on, basically, because like,
Bro.
Crazy.
Bro, like I think like, bro, I don't know, bro. Like people, everybody was just on one, and like for us, right? Like when we got to GS3, so there's junior school and there's junior like dorm and there's senior dorm. I don't know if all schools do that, but like,
Yeah.
there's junior dorm and senior dorm or hostel. And like what's it called? So for us, when we hit GS3, they were like they put like the the troublemaker JS3s in the senior hostel. This is like the first time they did that, I think. So we were, oh no, not the second year that they did that. So we were like we were at the like top floor. So but I look, thank God we're in a room with ourselves. But like yo, if anybody needed anything, they knew where they knew where to go. Like, and even like just to, like girls to do shit, they would just be like extra and everything. When we now started like living with them, when we entered SS1, SS2, right? You're now still like the lowest class in the room. And bro, these guys, I was in the worst room. Anyone can attest to that. I was in the worst room. So my guys, they had it worse than me, but them
It was
niggas
upstairs
had
at
to
me,
leave.
the middle one.
Yes,
The
upstairs,
yes.
yes.
Jesus.
Upstairs yellow house, man. Upstairs
Yellow house
Like,
upstairs.
if you know, you know,
Oh,
man.
God.
If you know, you know. Like, bro, them niggas would be like, they'll wake you up in the middle of the night to say, go and get me Apple Nutri-C or 1K. I'm like, where, how are we supposed to start doing this? And then there's like, so now you just see like 5-6 niggas running around begging people for, asking people for Nutri-C and sacrificing their snacks to get the Nutri-C, or they're getting money, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? So they just keep putting you in situations. But that's the thing. Like, it also helps you like grow and understand, man. You have to think. Like for me, no cap, I would sneak in shit, and when they wake me up, I'll just go and give it. I'll go out, talk to my guys, come back and hand it to them, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you have to like find a way around, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Please, this thing. But I'm guessing, like, we're basically, like, saying all the stories, or, like, we've pointed out all the stories to also, like, shed some light on, like, the sad news that happened this week. For anyone who doesn't, like, know, the backstory with, like, the Durham College. Am I pronouncing it right? Shit, that's how you pronounce it.
Durham College, yeah.
Yeah, Durham College.
Yeah.
And, yeah, first things first is justice for Sylvester. Because
Yes, sir.
the 4, I won't even call them bullies, those are cowards. The cowards who decided to they poisoned him. People are saying it's football. What happened? Like, I
gave him
didn't
something to drink because I saw the guy's lips were like inflated.
inflated. But yeah,
So,
it's
I was just told about it. I was just told about it like literally like a couple hours ago, bro. I mean,
yeah.
what I heard was that they like came in the middle of the night and then they beat him, and then they gave him something to drink, and then he wasn't feeling well, like he wasn't feeling well, and then his the school told him to like go home, and then the guy went home. It was telling that he wasn't feeling well. They were trying to figure out like what was wrong with him, but the guy said that he said that he fell. So he said that the guy said that he fell. He didn't say like they did this to him. He said that he fell at first.
Yeah.
So they were trying to figure out what was happening. And then I'm not too sure what happened then. And then unfortunately, then he passed.
Justice for him, regardless. Like, please, justice for him. Like, and guys, this bullying thing. In as much as we're telling the tales now, as we rightly pointed out, in the moment, it's not funny. It's not cool. It's not cool. Trust me, it's miserable. Especially like it's actually very miserable. Like, please, guys, we can do better. Let's not be like now. It's even costing lives. Like, that's not. It's never worth that. Like, please, let's.
But no, them niggas just did way too much, bro. poison on top. Like,
on
what's
top.
what's the joke in that? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, what's the joke in that? Like, so yeah, them niggas just did way too much, bro. Them niggas is cowards, bro. That shit was crazy.
That is just, it's terrible.
And
But yeah,
apparently,
guys.
I also feel like we need to blame the people that, like, the parents, not the parents, adults in charge, like the house masters, blah blah. I feel like they know the shit that happens. Like, I'm not even, like, what's
well,
that?
you know, like
They
if
know
you're
the
bringing
stuff
a
that
boarding
happens. They
house,
kind
it's
of know
like-
about it.
if you're bringing a boarding house, like it's like all these things, like everyone knows, but it's like they will never expect you to go this far, right?
This
Just
far,
like, okay,
yeah.
this is what
But it's kind of like
do.
so. But I feel like there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with, like, you should at least, okay, you're not feeling well. They didn't ask you, like, what happened, blah 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 blah. Tell us, like just like, oh, just go home. Like, I left my child in your care, and this is the best you can do. Just go home. Like, what's the point? I feel like there's a certain level of responsibility that the people, so the people there, the adults there, should be held accountable as well. Like, they see stuff that
listen, though.
happens.
But they may not have but he may not have told them. Do you know what I mean, what they did? Right?
Because
So
I
there's a
heard-
part of it that
Yeah.
they may not have even known, like, what was happening. If they actually, like, what's wrong with you, and you're saying, oh, like, I fell, but like they can't really get to the bottom of it. They take you to the clinic or the health center, and they can't get to the bottom of it. So they say, hey, like, your son is not feeling well, like, do you know what I mean? Take him home.
And I heard that the bullies, they were threatening like the setmates, people that are there, to like not say anything. So it's probably like one of those that you feel like if you actually when you get back to school type thing,
They'll like do the same to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in that moment, I won't lie, it's one of those things that it feels scary. Like, this person can actually hurt me, they can actually kill you, blah blah. But when you're not doing, you're looking back, you're like, this bitch can't do nothing. Like, what's he gonna do? Beat me up? You know? But as a child, you don't think that way.
Yeah, in the moment you don't think that way, but like
You don't think that way. So I feel like even the adults there, they should maybe emphasize that even if someone is doing this to you, you're allowed to come and say something. But then that doesn't do anything. So kids will say anything, because what's the point? I report, and then someone do, like, your senior come join them and beating you too. What's the point of reporting? No one is on your side.
You know,
Yeah, they didn't change like whole culture. Sorry, go on.
I like rough housing. It's
Yeah,
okay to want to rough house, but I don't know. That's just too far.
I think so, and this is like, you know, one of the things about boarding school that I wonder about. It's like it's very nuanced, right? Because it's easy to say a lot of things, but like, you know, it's like because every school, it's not as if they'll tell you, oh, bullying is welcome or bullying is allowed. They'll tell you no bullying. They'll tell you if you are bullied by somebody, you know, report to a teacher, report to somebody. Like, so all these things are understood, right? Everybody understands that.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like sometimes one is the culture of the school, like how it's been. And obviously some cultures changes as, like, you know, the students change and the classes change. But like, it's also sometimes it's like there's just so many things happening at the same time. There's so many people like doing so many different things that it's not as easy to track. And it's like, and this is also like the crazy part of it, right? Because for me, right, and you know, I would say, you know, use this with caution, but for me, while I was in boarding school, I never reported. I never snitched. I never said like, oh, this person was bullying me or this person is doing da 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 da, because I just took it as, you know what I mean, I'ma just, you know, chest it or move forward with it. And I mean, just like and I'll get some of the same privileges when I get to
yeah, but Migo, you
that
know
position.
that tactic is dangerous sometimes. Like, that's why I agree with you. You say use it with caution, because that tactic gets very iffy. Because once the seniors know you're that type of guy, they just run with it and they like push it to the limit. Do you understand? But if they don't know and they have that doubt that, oh, there's a possibility this guy might snitch, they move carefully. Do you get? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
So yes, yeah, go ahead.
But I would say something. I think like the threat of snitching is only effective when the people in power do something. Like, if they don't do anything, it's like, okay, we'll talk to them, blah blah. I didn't do anything. Snitching doesn't. Even if you're a snitch and you report, nothing happens. It's ineffective. That's what I'm saying. So I really think it depends on the culture. If like bullying is really like is a no-no, and if you snitch, there's actual consequences, then yeah, then you can kind of use that tactic of like, maybe I'll snitch, maybe I'll not snitch, blah blah. But if it's like we don't really care, you snitch, you won't do anything.
Yeah,
You see where
so
I'm coming
I
from?
agree. Amigo, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so two things, right? So the first thing I think with what Trux was saying is that, like, bro, it is a dangerous tactic, right? And then they do tend to like allow the they do tend to allow the people that snitch, do you know what I mean? Like, be careful of them more.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and this is the skilled part of it, is that like if you're a senior, you're still a senior. Right? So as a senior, when you're, leading the school or whatever, you use juniors to do that. So if you're the type of person to snitch now, it's like, okay, like, oh, like now I was a dining hall prefect, right? I never did stuff like this, but like, do you know what I mean? Just an example. Like, I could have been like, if there was a junior I didn't like, I could be like, bro, I need you to like pack all these plates. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's within my right to do that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing nothing crazy. Like, it's within my right to make you do that. It's within my right, like if you like do prep or whatever, that's what you study or whatever, and I'm the person like in your class, right? You can make it extremely uncomfortable. So that's the thing. So it's like what they would just do is they wouldn't get at you like direct head on. It's all those little privileges that the seniors are allowed as well. That's how they're gonna get you. So that's also another part of it. And but yeah, what Lami was saying about
like people in power, the people in power actually.
Yeah, about people in power doing something. You're right, right? You're right. Like if they took it like really really head on, and do you know what I mean? They went to stomp out like every single thing, made it a crispy clean, running smooth kind of place, like they could have, right? But then at the same time, you also have to take into the nature of Nigeria. Right, the boarding schools are just in the country, so it's also the nature of the people and the culture of the people that's just like, how many times do we run things by the book and straight up? You know what I mean? Like how many times do we get within the lines? So that's also part of it.
Like I'm actually opposite of you, because me, I was a snitch. I was like, listen, I'm not here for the games. I'm not here for the games. It's not what my mother sent me for. Because it got to the point that it was just like, I was so happy. I hated my class. Like I hated grade 7, grade 8. I hate everybody. I didn't want to be in that class. I went to switch and I couldn't switch. I just hated them. And I was just like, and it was actually this one big bitch that was always stressing me out. So I remember being like, I was going to like.
Why does every chick say that? Yo, there's always one chick that was on their ass.
It was just always on my case. It was always on my case. I just didn't like her, blah blah blah. I tried to be a fan, it didn't work. I was saying nonsense to me. And I remember like, so I was telling my mom, blah blah blah. My mom was like, I'll go talk to the people. Parents just blow down proportion. I didn't want to be like that. So I was like, oh no. So I told somebody. I told like my I don't know, was it like the teacher for your class or whatever, like homeroom teacher. I told her this was happening. And she like sat us down and like, basically told like that should not happen. Like basically just like put a pin in it. And that was actually effective. So I was like, okay, that's good. And it didn't happen for a long time until she left the school. Like it didn't happen. And it happened again in grade 10.
You said what happened? You said
like she sat both of us down and we had like a conversation, and I just basically brought up everything that's been going on and this and that and blah blah blah. And then there was like I talked to the teacher. I told this is what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and she brought us together. We had like a meeting after school, and it was me, her, and the teacher. I basically just talked about this and that, and it was just like very like it was just like very normal. I just put a pin in that this should not happen again. That's the end. Like that kind, and like even our other friends too. But I told the other friend like this bitch's friends are also doing the same thing. These are, I put all their names down because funny enough they were all in boarding school too. Yes, dead ass. All of them were all in boarding school too.
Allow me to snitch.
All of them were all in boarding school too. I had to, and I just there like this and that. But I would say that after everything was like settled or whatever, I would say that one thing was that your social clock goes down. But everyone's like hating on you, like, oh, you're the snitch, blah blah blah. No one wants to talk to you. Exactly, that's the problem. Exactly. So everyone's like, oh, don't touch her. She can't take teacher. You know what I mean? They start making it blah blah. And well, I'm happy because I had other friends, so it was like calm. I just didn't have friends in my class, but I had friends outside my class, so it was like it was calm. And again, when it happened, yeah, I'm lucky. But again, when it happened in grade 10, like grade 9, grade 10. and they did something. I was like, a boy did something to me, and I was like, this is some bullshit. And as it happened, I went to the teacher straight up. And I remember I was going, everybody was begging me. I think it was begging me, don't go, please, don't go. And I still went. I went, and I'm happy I did. So it was
would have had a problem in secondary school, man.
Yeah, boy.
You know these little guys that used to snitch in my school.
Why?
Like when they sleep, man, they'll just light them up. Just a quick lighting, man.
Yo.
Like literally, like that was, bro. Niggas used to sleep, bro. They'll just, bro. You just wake up to slap middle of the night.
I don't know who's slapping you. You don't know who's slapping you. You can't snitch. You can't snitch.
Bro, you can't snitch. When you don't see, bro.
Oh my god.
Nah. Or red nights, the person that's gonna like they're going to destroy your face during red nights, man.
What's
red
red
nights? Be a daily occurrence for you.
Red nights.
Red night is like, it's like you remember that, yeah? Like when they would put like toothpaste,
they would put like close up. They would like close up and light you.
Listen, and you know the thing though, unfortunately, right? And I think so for me, I don't know, right? I said I don't know, but like when I was getting told the story of what happened to the dude in Doan, right? They were like, they, you know, when he said, oh, they came in and they beat him and blah 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 blah, and I was telling my mom was like, yo, that's, you know, that's kind of like red nights. Do you know what I mean? Like but I can't remember when red night was. I don't know if it was before people were about to leave or when people just got to
it was like the night before everyone leaves.
Yeah, red night is the night before everyone leaves. The night that no one actually sleeps. The night that no one sleeps.
Yes.
Because you know it's coming.
Facts. So Nick, for us, like I remember guys used to Veet. Oh my god, that was the main one. People would put Veet on your hair.
Yeah.
On your hair.
On your hair. You're not going bald.
You go on bald. Or like with patch, that's the worst. You go on with patch, then you have to cut it off. Like niggas would like slap you in the middle of the night, or they'll pour water on you, or yo.
That water on, yeah.
I even know a dude that lit his hand on fire, slapped this guy, yo. Like that shit was wild. Like yo, red nights.
Like, but I knew some guys, but they used to sleep with Rod on red night. They used to sleep with Rod. If you come near them,
Veets, bro, that one. Bro. God, don't let me catch you, man. Let me put Veets on my head. I swear to God, I'm knocking you out, man. I'm knocking you out. Like, we literally, you hear guys fighting at 1 a.m. Like, I'm beating somebody and they're screaming for their lives.
Guys, see, I knew this guy, yeah. I knew this guy. Red night, he used to sleep comfortably. Or his own bar was, he's going to chop the slap. But he just needs one person. So if there are 10 people, he just needs to grab one hand.
Yeah.
That one hand bar, the beating that one hand will chop will be for on behalf of 10 people. Be on behalf of 10 people. So I remember this one time, and his mates left him. So basically, like 10 of them went like a group. Probably less, probably more. I don't know. So they're all bamboozling this guy. This guy just taking it. But he just was timing. He just needed one hand. He caught that one hand. The remaining ran away. They left their guy to die. Bro,
they couldn't back their brethren. They left their man for dead.
That's boarding school.
Bro, the beating this guy chopped. This guy went to clinic that night. The beating this guy chopped.
Oh my god.
And the thing is, you can't say when you go to the clinic, you can't tell the nurse what happened because you're wrong. Like, wow. So he took his beating and his stitches in peace and went home the next day.
Yo, that's the thing, man. Yo, yeah, red night was crazy. But you know, I feel like, but why? Like, you know, boarding school is crazy, I know. But for me, that's like, it shows really about people. Do you know what I mean? Because what I've honestly noticed, like we talked about Clubhouse earlier, like what I've noticed, like adults. Because on Clubhouse, they can just talk freely. Do you know what I mean? You don't see them face to face. You don't know them. They're just a voice. So they can be as childish as they want to. They can be their real selves, right? Without having to, you know, fake it like how people do in real life. So they sound just like kids, bro. They sound just like boarding school. Like the way they will fight, the way they will argue, the way they'll do all of that, bro. Right? And it's just like, and it's like now they caught that when Chooks gave the story about how they caught that guy and everybody else ran. There's also this underlying element of like, do you know what I mean? Like you came by yourself, or do you know what I mean? Like you have to look out for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like you can move as a group, but niggas sometimes you just be sly. But you know, in times like that though, you also find out who's really down. Do you know what I mean? Like who's really down at the craziest time. That's also one of the things you see as well. That's like character. So yeah, man, crazy.
That shit is crazy.
Well, guys, aside of this like high school talks, man, like have you like heard about like the new? And correct me if I don't know if we spoke about this before the pod or this. Like I might be repeating myself, but like have you guys heard about the new variant?
The Omarion one.
Mm-hmm.
The Omarion one, yeah.
The Omaricon.
Yeah, was that before the pod we spoke about that? Like right now, like
Talked about it before.
Was before? Okay. Yeah.
Like the pre-show.
Like, the pre-show, okay. Well, yeah, like I'm still trying to understand why, like they're like I get it, like they had some cases or they reported some cases of Africa, but like why are they banning only African countries?
Bro, that is what throws me off. That's what throws me off because apparently the first case was in Europe, and the smart, intelligent doctors in South Africa were able to discover it. And now you're banning the African countries and leaving the European countries to move. Like, that doesn't even make sense, bro.
It's like
it's racist.
It's like they're punishing you for being honest. Like it's like they're punishing you literally. Like shit. Like if I kept quiet now, I would be able to fly to like Canada or like US. Like that's what like South Africans were thinking. But I had to open my mouth and like to even to put it into context. You know, like apparently China had the the corona. This might be some conspiracy theory, but like apparently corona like didn't start off like March 2020. Apparently it was been in China for like a while, like a few months before like the news actually got out. So apparently the Chinese government was trying to conceal the information. I don't know how true that is, but like
and it
when
got
this
out.
whole piece, bro, and when this whole piece started, like I didn't see them like.
So obviously the Spotify wrap-up came out this week, and as usual, Apple users were left out. But my thingy, I had good things today. I mean, over the years. So Megan Thee Stallion obviously was there. Doja Cat, Burna Boy 4 hours, you know, and then who's nigga? Oh yeah.
Wait, how many hours of Meg?
5 hours of Megan Thee Stallion, 4 hours of Doja Cat. But I will say 4 hours of elevation worship. Okay,
I mean, you don't listen to music like that.
Well, first of
yes,
all,
I don't.
First of all, that's a red flag if you have a combination of Meg.
But no, what? But wait, listen. 13 hours of Maverick City. That's gospel. 10 hours of Tenny.
Man, stop the cap, man. Like,
I'm dead ass. I'm serious. I can send you a screenshot. 10 hours of Tenny, 6 hours of O'Malley. Come on.
Okay.
Does Tenny even have 10 hours worth of content?
Okay, you need to stop this energy. But yes. And overall, I listened to 467 new artists. So I don't know what that means. Either way, Doja Cat is the best. And I love Jesus. What did you guys get?
Hallelujah.
Buddy B, what's your own?
Mine was a bit. Yeah. Mine was a bit predictable.
Guy, you're a psycho. Just know. Just put it there. You're a psychopath. You listen to more than 1,000 hours of music. You're a psychopath.
So I have 1,010 hours of music in 2021.
Lord of Jesus.
For context, guys, those are 42 days of music. 42 days. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
Allow it. My most played artist is Kanye West, 61 hours. Heady One, 44 hours. And Big Lion, 40 hours. Most played song is, of course.
What the hell is Big Lion? That's a good question.
Wiz.
Oh.
Sorry, Big Wiz. I said Big Wiz. Instead of Big Wiz, I said Big Lion. Big Wiz. I think because the guy calls himself Wiz Lion or something like that. I don't know. Wiz Lion or something. But yeah, most played song is of course by Heady One. Played that like 94 times. Yeah, that's it for me. I had more of like mostly drill artists.
What's your most played album?
Most played album.
Yeah.
I don't think Apple Music does that.
It's at the bottom if you scroll all the way to the bottom.
Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of that. I might have to come back. I didn't take a screenshot of that.
Migo, how for you? What are your stats looking like for the year?
Bro, stats. The stats are this is my lowest ever, bro. Like my stuff, cause me I use Apple Music. Shout out Apple Music, even though their replay is
gang,
trash.
Shout out.
Yeah, I mean, shout out the gang, but I mean, the replay is trash though. I'm not even gonna cap. Do you know what I mean, they need to do better. Apple Music, please do better.
It was literally a list. It was literally. I could have done this.
Listen, the latest iPhone costs too much. Okay, not for you to have a good Apple Music. Respectfully,
facts.
So get it together. But like but this because I mean I've been moderating rooms and all this type of stuff. Like I haven't really been listening to a lot of music. And honestly, like I'm happy for it because like I don't even lie, your music has gone so like the same. But like what I'm happy for though is that like this year I really go into Afrobeats more. So that's why I'm looking at. I remember when I told you that pre-show. So now I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at all this Afrobeat song and I'm proud of myself. Man. It's saying number one song Godly on my lip, then Pronto. I saw Malay in Maryland, by the way. That guy's too much. I saw third is Loading Central C. That was mad. That was actually mad. I was impressed. I thought he was a shy guy, but the guy was actually like, pretty.
Wait, you also saw the president too by this summer.
Naira man.
Who's the president?
Oh my god.
Mali.
Stop this.
Oh,
President.
Come forward.
Omale's concert or Naira concert. Which one was like harder?
Bro, this is the issue, bro. This Naira guy, it was like a party and a concert. It was in New York. It was a party and a concert, and it started at like 9, ended at 4. This guy came like 3:35. Like, bro, this guy was dragging it, bro. Like towards the end, people started throwing like water bottles on stage, bro. Like, where is this guy? But when he came though, guy. When he came, the vibes was there, though, guy. Like his moves, guy. The guy can dance, bro. It's too much. My president. It was late when he was there, but like it was so short. The guy didn't even finish, bro. We had to start singing a cappella because it was time to go. So that was the annoying part. So I would say on my lay because it was long, it was different. Different. You know how he has a different types of music. He was armed. Like the guy even threw his jacket on the stage, but shit was shiny as shit. If you see the way niggas scrambled for that shit, it was like Naolo. Naolo in secondary school chicks where they're just struggling for something. Guy, niggas and chicks were ripping for that jacket, bro. Everybody was scrapping. But like so he was epic. So no surprise. He's on my list. NSG 4 guest list, Sarah 5, Level Up 6. And then I have some more like Afrobeat stuff on there. Most listened to artists. I'm actually surprised, but not really. But it's Heady One.
One.
That's, but not even long ago. You know what I mean? It's not even like many hours though. Because before, previous years, I used to have like 30 something hours or 20 something hours or 50 something hours of like my first artist. But this one, Heady One, 18 hours. And then I'm actually shocked, but I'm not really as well because the guy is good. Sleepy Hollow. Number 2, 15 hours. Shout out Sleepy Hollow.
Is that like in New York,
Free
right?
Chef G.
Yeah, Chef G.
Yeah, it's a New York guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a New York guy. Third, which I'm really shocked about, is Wizkid. Wizkid is 13 hours.
Stop, boy.
Shout out my guy Davido Obio. 4 is NSG. 12 hours. I love them. They were the ones that actually really got me to Afrobeats again. Because even though I lived in Nigeria and everything, I was still listening to most American music. But with NSG, they had just a different, they had, the videos, the songs, like it was all vibey, and you knew what you were gonna get from them. Yeah. So after vibing with them, I just branched out to others, and then Central C after them with like 11 hours. But this is what I'm shocked about the albums. Central C is number 1, Wild West.
And
then Edna is number 2, Heady One. Only the Family, Lil Durk is
One-
3. Still Sleep, Sleepy Hollow is 4. The Culture 3, the Migos, my G's. Number 5. And
Ain't
an
nothing but
album I
straightening.
actually do. Yeah, you know what I mean? Not me.
A little straightener.
Yeah, it's a little scraping. Shout out to A. And yo, quickly, everybody that raps that's from Atlanta, like they slap when you play them in Atlanta, bro. That's Migos, Future, Lil Baby, Playboy Cardi, bro. If you play them in Atlanta, like even while just listening, it just feels different.
Yeah.
But an album I do have to shout out though, and this would have actually been number 1 if I, had more time during the year, but it's Expensive Pain, Big Mill. That shit was one of the masterpieces because I really listened to a lot of albums this year. Drake's one
I
disappointed
didn't
me,
listen to that. I haven't heard it.
bro.
Yeah, I
Expensive
listen
Pain,
to it.
bro.
I like Expensive Pain. Expensive Pain was hard.
Bro, and the cover art too caused controversy, so that was another factor in there too. But like the lyrics were crazy. 7, The Voice of the Heroes, Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I was surprised that they collabed, and I was impressed, bro. That The Voice of the Heroes.
Nah, that album was nice. That
Shit
nice.
was mad. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10 is just like songs that I just repeated, and so they're like part of the album. But yeah, man, not too much in the music, but there's 2 people I appreciated though, heavily.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just going through my list right now. Before I even start, I have proper. I think I have like close to 30 plays of the guy we have on the podcast right now. Tights by Migo Don. I have like 30. I just literally it just popped up. I have like 30 plays on that. I'm like,
Bless my
bro,
brother.
when that song came out, I was bumping it. I won't even lie. That shit was hard, bro. I was spinning that. And
Bro, that's the only song that I dropped too. That
was the only
I dropped
song,
for,
bro.
Like, for 2 years. That's the only song I dropped.
because I know last year, Gorillas was high for me, like top 20. Because I used to just spin Gorillas like was on my playlist. So every day, because you know those playlists you just listen
Shout
to
out
every day.
Hacho, the
Shout out Hacho, bro. But yeah, my most played artist. Anyone who knows me can guess this. It's the easiest thing to guess, bro. But yeah, Heady One, it's the most obvious one.
Yo, Chooks put me on Heady One. I swear to God, Chooks put me on Heady One.
Well, do you know what actually put me on Heady One? Manipu put me on Heady One.
Bro.
Are you
I'm
serious?
gonna put you on the whole journey.
Yeah, Manipu put me on Heady One. That's
put you on.
what
Put you on the whole drill, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. That's actually. I remember like there was this one time on campus. Then I put up to like Manipi's apartment on campus. This guy just bumping UK tunes. I'm like, yo, who is this? That he put me on Fredo, put me on Heady.
Bro.
I remember he put me on Heady. My life never remained the same.
Bro,
AM Skendo. But after this guy put me on Heady One, my life never remained the same. Like I just had bumping Heady One from then on. But yeah, it's a lot of Heady One. My second most played artist is probably going to shock everyone. KC. I have an explanation. Cultural praise. It's my gospel music. The same way Lamy is claiming Maverick City. That's why I'm holding KC. And third most played Central C, because I've been bumping too much Central this year. Then the list is by default: Davido, Wizkid, K-Trap, Flavor, Basketball, all that, Pop Smoke. And let me see, my most played album, same thing as Migo, Wild West, most played album. Second most played, Edna.
He tried. Central C.
Central was crazy. That album was crazy.
He tried.
Then Made in Lagos, Trapo by K-Trap. I think Trapo. What big statement? I might probably regret this, but I think Trapo is probably my best album this year. It's probably my favorite album this year. Like I love that album, bro.
Trapo
like no skips on that album, but no skips, bro.
Trapo by who?
By K-Trap. It's like a UK drill artist.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Though, then I know the most ironic thing. Edna has 2 places in my top 10 most played albums. The Edna itself, the original, is number 10.
Oh my God.
And the deluxe version is number 2. But I just listen to Heady One non-stop. I listen to Heady One non-stop.
Yo.
Yeah. And yeah. That's Apple Music. Switching to Spotify. Yo, by the way, Apple Podcasts, you guys need to please give us some stats, yo. Like only Spotify has stats for podcasts. And for Yans only, we just want to say we're up 283% on our followers up
tremendously.
tremendously, 242% on our streams. Shout out the gang on Spotify podcast, and that's only like 30% of like people who actually listen to us, because most of the people who actually listen to us on Apple Pod. I lie, yeah, on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
so that's like set the
like
whole
60, like up to like 60-70% of our listeners on Apple Pod.
On Apple Pod. So yeah, shout out all the listeners. God bless you all, man. Like keep enjoying the episodes. And yeah, guys, any last words? No, Migo, you have the floor. Yeah, any last words, Migo, before we start?
Last words. So yeah, so I think before we went away, so I guess my final message, right? I guess before we went away from the bullying thing, right? Because it is prevalent, and some people, they really don't understand this, right?
Yeah.
And it also, first of all, RP to the angels, yo. My prayers out to them. I feel like we should all send prayers out to them. Doing it as your heart gives you as well.
RP,
for their school, for Doan, and even my school, my previous school.
RP,
But I also want to put in there, right? Though I guess my message is accountability. Right? That's my message, accountability. We as people also have to take accountable for, the culture that we continue to perpetuate. Right? So we got to put ourselves in that shoes. Well, we got to wear that. It's taking accountability is like, for me, is something that I've really figured that it underlies like a lot of what happens. It's either people are not taking accountability, so they're not owning up to the stuff they do, or they're not standing on the stuff they did, or they're just shifting accountability, like it's this person's fault, or they actually take it and they embrace it. When we talked about the bullying thing, I wanted to cap that off with like, like I never snitched or allowed or whatever, but like you as a human being, and this goes from the book I was reading, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You're endowed with, I think, like 4 things: self-awareness, imagination, a conscience, and I think and I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. But basically, as a human being, you're endowed to choose, right? That's what makes you different from animals. So there are always limits that you can stop. Like in my school, for example, there was a time where niggas was passing out each other. You know what I mean? Like when they would like, put you in a chokehold, right? And they will literally pass you out, like till you get unconscious. And then once you get unconscious, you know what I mean, they'll, maybe like, slap you or like pour water on you to wake up. Right? But that's playing with some serious shit. So for me, I just couldn't imagine myself doing it. So a senior just came behind me and like did it. And when I tell you I scratched the shit out of him, I wasn't hearing all that, oh, that's a senior, I ain't give no fucks. I scratched the shit out of him and I like took his hand off. Right? And he was like, damn, you scratched me. I said, yeah. I said, look, we're not playing that way. Right? So there's always a limit that you can always, put on yourself. Like if something's getting too far, stand up and say like, yo, that's too far. Right? And stop that. So I want to put that as well to throw that in the dynamic. And last words, you already know Migo Philosophy 101 when we talk about accountability. You can climb Mount Everest.
But one
One thing you not gonna do is just get a woman to hold herself accountable. It's impossible.
You can see Lamy.
The scholars have tried. The rulers have tried. Kings, presidents, generals, soldiers, lieutenants, husbands, pastors.
Where?
Right?
Where?
But before you can get a woman to hold herself accountable, like you just can't. Do you know what I mean? But every day we still try in our society. I wanted to shout out for Yans Only for bringing me on here. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. Wanted to shout out. Nah, of course, man. It's been a party, bro. It's been a party, man.
Thanks for coming through. We had like a. Manipi, any last words? This was a vibe, man.
Before I go, Migo, do you want to plug your socials?
Oh, even see me. Look at me. I forgot I was a rapper too. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My Instagram is migo__don. That is my Instagram, and I have my rap videos on there. Very few pictures on there, but like rap videos on there. And actually, what I'm doing now, if you enjoy like conversations, you like deep questions, you don't mind untangling the matrix, and you don't mind talking about the things people don't want to talk about. from my stuff on my group on Clubhouse, Black Limitless. Shout out the gang. I always post the questions that we pose on there. So on my story, I always post questions on there. And I actually didn't say what I really liked about Clubhouse here. What I actually value is not only the ideas that you learn every day from people, right, from different places. I've learned so much about African countries like Kenya, Liberia, even Ghana, South Africa, Sudan, Somali. Like, do you know what I mean? You learn a lot about a lot of different places. But it's also the people that you meet, right? You network with a lot of people. You get to meet a lot of brilliant individuals that, you know, you may not have crossed paths any other way. So I do want to shout out the people that I have met and crossed paths with. Like, I crossed paths with Amber Rose, Director X, James Jefferson. Like, bro, like, I've crossed paths with like really, really incredible people, and I'm just like that.
And they're all part of the gang.
Do you know what I mean? They're all part of the gang. The members of the club, they come sometimes, I text them, like, do you know what I mean? So having that, you know, contact with them is priceless. So that's one of the great things as well. So shout out to people, Black Limitless, that keep us running, that keep us going. I can't start naming names because that's going to be a long one because I got a lot of brilliant moderators, but shout out to the gang. So yeah, if you enjoy conversations and you don't mind getting, you know, it getting a little spicy or feisty, but at the end of the day, we drop the gems. Definitely hit my Instagram as well, Migo__Don. I'm gonna post the room so you can see it, and yeah, man, I think that's pretty much.
Before we dip, I had like two things. I literally just opened the shade room because I want Lami's comments. Just two quick comments on two things. Lami,
we leaving a good note. This is good.
No, just two quick comments. I just want to see if you can hold.
Send me the post. Send me the post.
First one is Texas woman alleges that she's expecting a child with Tristan Thompson. Thoughts first. What comes to your head? What are you saying? Good or bad?
That's bullshit. I believe her. I believe her. Tristan Trimester Thompson. He's the liar, he's a cheater. I don't know why we're having this discussion again. He's actually a chicken. He's wishing of himself, and I saw this coming. Chloe needs to leave him, but then again, he has no self-respect. And
the second one was has Lil Uzi like set the standard for like birthday celebrations?
No. Lil Uzi's a nice guy, but at the same time, he's too controlling.
So inspirational.
Yeah, that was a good man right there.
How? What did he do that's inspirational?
Were you blind? Did you see the post?
I saw the post, but like,
this is what we're talking about, yo. This is what we're talking
about.
Okay,
relax. It's a good post, but that's not all.
Migo, please hold this woman accountable. Thank you.
You see, I want to hold her accountable, but she won't let me, right? I just told you how.
Because you're not holding anything. You're not holding anything. You are cooking up
let this
lies.
Black man speak.
You're cooking up lies, and not because you're speaking in a calm tone and you think you're saying something. You're not saying anything. You're cooking up lies. You're stringing shit together to make it sound profound. It's not profound. It's lies.
It's propaganda, Abby.
Yes,
Abby, listen,
that's what it is.
Listen. All right, so now let me say this, right? So Uzi spent the time and money to get her a beautiful brand new car.
Yes, sir.
720S. Took her to Six Flags, new keys, probably rented it out for her. Did all these things. But to a woman, it's still in her. What is that? And so?
Okay, wait. Let me tell you something. I have a question. A guy of his stature, a guy with that kind of money, what else is he supposed to do? Excuse me. What else is he supposed to do? Isn't that what you like? I'm not saying it's not good. Of course, it's good. It's great. I'm happy. I'm glad he's doing all that. But I'm saying that's your goal. You're in that kind of industry. It's also clap for him too. It's not like we're just doing it for vibes and inshallah. It's also a status to show for himself as well. Other people, other guys in his category are doing just like that. They're doing similar things. So I'm not saying it's not good. I praise him for that. But has he set a standard? Absolutely not. So he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Wait. So he's supposed to.
He's doing what he's supposed to do.
He's supposed to
rent
out Six Flags. He's supposed to rent out.
He's supposed to celebrate her.
And he's supposed
Excuse me. He's
he's
supposed to celebrate her, and that's what he did. And that's what he did.
Let me 1 second. Let me go.
But listen, right? You can have as much money in the world, but with gifts, it's about the thoughts. Right, so he got her the things that she wanted. I mean, he could have also just given her 200K, told her to go and sleep. Do you know what I mean? Happy birthday. right? And then you take, well, that's what he's supposed to do. That's what other people are supposed
He
to do.
celebrated
Right? That's the thing.
her.
Because
I'm saying,
hold on. Right? Because you see, when a man, shows his appreciation to his woman, it's never enough. There's always something he could have done,
you know what?
or he should have been doing that.
When
Niggas
you're
don't
about
get
to
no
lie,
pat on the
start
backs for doing
dropping
real shit.
your accent. When you're about to lie, start dropping your
I start dropping my
accent.
accent. What are you talking about?
Yeah, when you're about to lie,
Are you
start doing the
gaslighting
accent.
me?
I'm not.
It
You're
sounds
choosing.
like
You're choosing to be. You're choosing to be
Can I explain
gaslit.
how I
I didn't say anything. You can say your truth, but it's your truth. It's not reality. There's a difference between facts and reality.
If you're imposing your gaslighting words on me, how is that me choosing to accept them? I'm just telling you what it is.
It's not gaslighting if you choose to.
It's not gaslighting. It's okay. It's fine. I understand, right? Because, like I say, you can climb Mount Everest, but the one thing you're not going to do is just get a woman to hold herself accountable.
It's impossible.
One thing we can count on is that men will always lie unprovoked. They will always lie. They will always find any little thing. They will always find something to lie about. This conversation was just a simple conversation. Now it's coming Mount Everest. Have you even seen it? No. So why are you here?
Thank you very much for listening to Foyad Only. It was shout out Migo, thank you for coming on. And it's been a blast, guys. Easy.
Thanks for having me, man. Yes, yo, and let's not forget, once again, thank you so much for having me. You know what I mean? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you never forget, my name is Migo Don, aka Federico Fettuccini, aka YBK, aka Chef Migo on the beat, aka The Dark Knight, aka sometimes Mr. Bane. Appreciate y'all for listening and tapping in. For y'all's onlys, much love as always. And you know what I mean? I will see y'all later.
Cheers. Guys, easy guys.
Cheers.